With the teasers for the Walton Files episode 5 releasing over the last few weeks, we are eagerly awaiting for Martin Walls to eventually show us what is in store for us in the Walton Files episode 5, whatever it's going to be called. But it looks like it's going to be called Faces of Grief, with this post that we got released on Twitter a few weeks ago, which leads me to think that, we are going to be getting the likes of, Jack Walton being the main character because of the whole smoking aspect of this poster. But I have a few theories for what might go down in this next episode, and I do have a feeling that we are going to get confirmation on what happens to Jack Walton. So let's get straight into this video. If you do enjoy, make sure to smash the like button down below. Make sure to let me know what your predictions for the Walton Falls 5 are in the comments below, and let me know what you think of my predictions in the comments below. Other than that, let's get straight into the video. So the obvious answer, I think, that what we're going to get is what is going to happen in episode 5 of the Walton Files. I feel that we're going to get an aspect of Rosemary being the main character, leading to us seeing Rosemary's death, sort of similar to how we had with Susan in episode 4. Because I feel like that's what the episodes of 4, 5, and 6 are going to be showing us. The events of, 1, 2, and 3, but in a more detailed light. I feel like we're going to see Rosemary be one of the main characters and then eventually get picked off, but I feel like we're going to see it in all of its gruesome detail, and I don't know how prepared I am for that, to be honest. Another reason to think that I think we're going to get a lot of Rosemary is the teasers that have dropped. We've seen teasers of Rosemary, sitting in her room painting and obviously looking at windows. There's been a lot of teasers to do with that. So I feel that that is just leaning towards Rosemary being the main character of the next episode, or being one of them, sort of similar to how we're probably going to see, Rosemary work on the designs of the animatronics, stuff like that, similar to how we saw Susan, fixing up the animatronics, the walkthrough test and stuff like that, and then eventually getting the tape called The First. I feel we're going to get something to do with that along the lines of, we'll see Rosemary designing the animatronics, doing the concept design, and then we'll eventually see her get picked off when she looks for Jack in the back of Bond's Burgers. And leading on from that, I do have a feeling that if we see Rosemary's death in this episode, it is nearly confirmed that we have to see what happens to Jack, or as if he's just going to be gone missing. I don't really understand why it would just be, oh, Jack's missing now, he's gone, he's missing, we don't know where he is, we'll still find out. But I feel it will get some sort of hint to where he might be. Whether it be that it's like, oh, he's gone missing, but they've found something, I guess that could happen, but I definitely feel that we're going to see him go missing in this next episode. I think that's almost confirmed, judging on the fact with the timeline of Rosemary being killed because she is looking for Jack. It would only make sense that we're going to see Jack go missing in some way, shape, or form in this next episode. How he goes missing, we don't know. Is he going to be in Bond? We don't know. I don't think he is Bond. He's my only suspect I have right now, but I definitely feel that with the likes of Norman being introduced in the last episode, I feel like he has a bigger part to play in this next few episodes. But I definitely feel that it's going to be confirmed in a way that we are going to see what have happened to Jack, whether it be him that's gone missing or whether he was taken out. And ultimately, I don't know what to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen, to be honest. I'm really intrigued, but ultimately I think we're definitely going to see something to do with him going missing. Another theory I have that is honestly probably my most interesting one is, how does Sophie forget everything? Because obviously we know in Bunny Farm, Sophie has been given pills to forget all of her past, and we do know at some stage Sophie has to come into contact with Bond. Because in episode 1 of the Walton Falls, when we see, the little Bond's neighborhood scene with the lighter, we see that Bond is standing behind a security guard outfit wearing Sophie. So has Sophie been, working there at maybe for a summer job when she was younger? Has she encountered Bond before? Also, it would make much more sense for Sophie to be that figure who walks in on Rosemary being killed, because I feel that it would not be a Rosemary thing to just leave Sophie at home on her own. I feel that Sophie was probably brought with Rosemary to the location to possibly be, just be with her when she looks for Jack. So there's a possibility that we could see what has happened with Sophie, of how she forgot everything. Are we going to see, her go into the care of Felix possibly, which wouldn't really make much sense. With Felix being an alcoholic, it would not make sense for Child Protective Services to give Sophie to Felix of all people, considering he's already killed 2 people before. But I feel that Felix has definitely lied to the police and lied to Jack and Rose about what happened with Ed and Molly. I feel like he definitely told them some completely other story with the car crash, that he was not at fault or something like that, but he definitely lied in some way. But I definitely feel that we could get something to do with Sophie in this next episode. It would make so much sense, because realistically, you can't just introduce a character in episode 3 being the main character, kind of being the whole protagonist of the series, being like, oh, Bond needs to get Sophie. She's the sole survivor. Bond wants Sophie, clearly. From the very first episode, we know this. So why else would Sophie not be included in episode 4, 5, and 6? It wouldn't really make much sense, other than maybe, being, the protagonist episode 7, which is coming out next year, which would make much more sense. But ultimately, I feel that if we get Sophie whatsoever in episode 4, 5, and 6, it will be a sort of younger version, and I feel that we need to know what happened to her to get on the pills. Because we know she was on the pills, we don't know who gave her the pills, we don't know what happened specifically to actually make her go on the pills. Was it her own choice? Was it a therapist? Was it, Child Protective Services after her whole family got taken out? We just don't know just yet, and I really do hope we find that out in the next episode. I don't think we'll find out everything, because, that's not how the Walton Files works. We're probably going to get a little tad bit of everything until episode 7, probably because episode 7's description is, Sophie and Jenny's story continues, so maybe we'll just see, episode 4, 5, and 6 just emphasizing more story of 1, 2, and 3. It would make a lot more sense to probably go that way, but I don't know just yet. But I definitely feel we're going to get something to do with Sophie. We're probably going to see Jack go missing. We're definitely going to see Rosemary get taken out. I feel like that's, pretty much apparent. Will we see Ashley get taken out? I don't think so. I don't feel that it's, as, massive as the likes of Rosemary being taken out was. However, you could say the same about Susan, so I don't know. Maybe we get Ashley in this episode as well, but there's a possibility we could just get, Charles and Ashley in episode 6, possibly. I don't know just yet, but they are my theories for the Walton Files episode 5, Faces of Grief. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Let me know what you think of my predictions in the comments below. And I just want to say thank you so much for the support on the recent videos. It's been nuts. I can't explain to y'all how much it means to me. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on this video. If you like the Walton Files and any sort of horror content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 2,000 subscribers, and it'd be absolutely insane if we could hit that goal. So thank you all so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and as always, stay safe and peace. First shot of this episode, Tammy picks this house.
Oh, what about that one?
Now, if you ask me, that is the, worst house you can pick. It has wallpaper on the outside.